Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 7 of Metaverse Masterminds. Hope you're all well this evening. It's episode 7, like I say, 13th of October 2023, Friday the 13th, everybody. I hope you're all ready for this one. Okay, let's welcome the panel of guests we've got on this evening. Let's see who we've got on board. Okay, we've got Private Buddykins. Welcome, Private Buddykins, working her mystical magic behind the scenes. And we've also got the wonderful Private Winnie Skibbs. Good evening, Winnie. Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, yes. Wonderful to see you here again, Winnie. I'm just making sure that we can get everybody in. We've got some silent members this week because everybody's feeling as croaky as a box of frogs after this week because we've been doing loads of work, talking to people, helping them through this ecosystem. So, yeah, Winnie, how are you feeling? We've got loads of things to go through and we're going to jump deep into it, right in at the deep end from the word go. So just a quick few words from Winnie. How are you doing, Winnie?
Doing great. Yeah.
It's been a busy old week, hasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, exciting.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to jump straight in at the deep end this week because we've got a special guest appearance. Let me just bring on our special guest for this week. We've got one of our Starlord pioneers from the Bureau of Forefront, Starlord Pioneers Club, Samuel Ater Roberts. Okay. And he's agreed to come on the show this week. Now, like I say, we're jumping straight in at the deep end this week, guys, because Samuel's got to get off to work. So we promised him that we would bring him in and chat to Samuel straight away as soon as the show started. So, Samuel, can you hear us, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Have you got a video cam? Do you want to come on camera? Or
yes, I'm on camera, but I can't see myself. It's on. It's on.
No, I can't see your camera. You should be on because it's on at this end, sir. So maybe you're having technical problems at your end.
You can hear me, but you can see me.
Yes, we want to see you.
That is a shame, Samuel, because we cannot see. You should have a button for your webcam.
Yes.
Is that turned on?
It's turned on, and it's showing that it's on. Let me check somewhere else.
Yeah, it says it's on at this end too. So all we're getting is a black screen, sir.
All right. Again, maybe you guys start. I'll fiddle on with this. I may be able to push my time past 4 o'clock, maybe to 4:15. So you guys start off. Let me see if I can fix my camera.
Okay, no problem then. No problem. We'll carry on, and you just pop back as soon as you've finished that, and we'll see if we can get you back in. So a little bit of a technical error. That's Friday the 13th, guys. I told you. Hopefully we'll get that resolved very quickly, and we can bring Samuel on air to talk to you guys about his planet. Now, what we've done, we've been gathering together some of the Starlord pioneers, and we've been talking about how we're going to move forward. We are going to go through other agendas within this program today, so don't fear, we've got everything coming our way regarding the email verification issues that we've had. We've got news regarding that. We've got updates regarding the RC token exchange and the withdrawals. We've got loads of stuff coming, guys, but we do really want to. Now then, we've got Samuel on webcam now. So let's bring Samuel back into the studio.
Oh, okay.
100%, Samuel. We've got you on video now. Good evening,
perfect.
sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It's good to have you on the show this evening, Samuel. Like I'd been, I'm just sorting out my audio at this side. Like I'd been saying, it'd be great to get you on air with us on the Metaverse Mastermind so we can bring a little bit of attention to your planet. You are a resident of the African nation, is that correct?
Well, I'm originally from Africa, from West Africa, Sierra Leone, but I'm resident in the US. I've been in the US for the last 35 years.
Ah, okay, that explains your time zone then.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand why you was 5 hours behind us.
Yeah,
Because go
yeah,
ahead.
I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been in Atlanta for 35 years. Yeah, I've been in the US for 38 years.
Okay, nice one. Okay, so would you like to talk a little bit about your planet, to not only to us and the panel, but to our viewers? And then once you've had a little bit of a chat about your planet, we've got a little bit of a surprise for you, Samuel. Okay.
All right. Yeah. As I said, I'm originally from Sierra Leone in the west part of Africa. And so my planet, I have a very simple manifesto. My manifesto states that this planet is dedicated to the African continent. I'm an African. I've been in the West for a long time, but I always like to give back to Africa. And that's why I said this planet is dedicated to the continent of Africa. And some of you will wonder, why is that my manifesto? Let me give you some information. As I said, I'm originally from Sierra Leone in West Africa. And just recently, actually, I just came back from Sierra Leone after my last visit was about 7 years ago. I do a lot of non-profit work. I'm the chairman of an orphanage where we have 10 orphans that we're taking care of. And as a chairman, we know that people normally hear about people in Africa living with under $1 a day. You know, it's a simple amount, it's a simple number, and it's not easy. You know, when I went back, the average teacher earns about $75 per month. And I said to myself, if I can purchase just 2 stone lands and you get 0.6% per day, that's about $1.2 per day. In 30 days, it's about $48, which is about 50% what they earn every month. And that's why, you know, some people in the West will think, oh, $1.2 is small, but for a lot of people, it's big money. Or I would say it's big money. It's money that they can live with. And that's why I said, I try to give back. I give back to friends, to teachers, and say, hey, guys, I'm involved in this crypto platform called Delvasa. I want you to log in. I'm going to put $200 there for you. And that gives you an income of $1.2 per day. For me, that's nothing. But for them, it's a big thing. And it makes me even feel bigger just by doing that. And that's why I said my planet is dedicated to the African continent.
Oh my word, Samuel, you've nailed it with that small speech there. And I'm so pleased that you've come on to our show today to explain the importance of Dalversal and how it is helping communities worldwide. I mean, you can't have put it any better. You really can't. I'm so pleased that you've highlighted this, because I've been saying for so long, you hit the nail on the head, because $1.20 to us seems like a drop in the ocean, but to communities like you've just explained, it is so important. It makes such a difference in their lives, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, Winnie, would you like to add anything to that? Because I feel as though this is great. This is great, not only to the viewers, but to the whole ethos of Dalversal. It's not just changing our lives, it's changing some communities around the world. They're going to benefit so much from the hard work that we're doing and what Dalversal are offering. So over to you, Winnie.
Yeah, that's just, well, thanks for sharing that, because that just puts things into perspective so much. And yeah. And is it easy for people in Sierra Leone to receive crypto? And I mean, how do they have accounts, and can they receive it?
Yeah, well, the good thing is we have so many different crypto wallets, and this is not only for Sierra Leone, in Africa in general. So long as you have electricity, so long as you have internet access, most people tend to use the Trust wallet, because you can do TRC20, which is our favorite crypto currency. So again, you can even do what they call peer-to-peer transaction using Binance. There are so many wallets all over the world, and so long as you have power and you have internet access, you know, you can get access to a wallet. And there are people in most African countries who, for example, yeah, they may not have a Binance. The challenge is having an exchange that is linked to your bank account. Like in the US now, my Binance or any of my other exchanges is linked to my bank account, so I can take my crypto, sell it for dollars, and move it to my bank account. In most African countries, you don't have that. But guess what? You have individuals who may have. I'll give you an example. My brother is a British citizen, but he's based in Sierra Leone. But he has a British account. He has a US account. So people who are trading crypto may say, okay, I'll send you 20 USDT, and then come to my house. I'll give you the local currency. They don't have to have a bank account connected to their crypto exchange, because in most African countries that does not happen. So there's a way, and that's the nice thing about crypto. I mean, you can move money around the world at fast speeds, and there's always a way to make it work. And that's why giving a teacher $200 and that teacher getting $1.20 per day at the end of the month gets about $45. He wouldn't be able to remove $45 US, but he can go meet somebody who has a trust account, and he can transfer it to that trust account and collect. In Sierra Leone, it will be the Leones. So there's a way to go about doing it. Good question, Winnie.
Fantastic. That's great to know. Yeah.
It is. That's wonderful to know. And do you get out to Sierra Leone often, Sam?
Well, unfortunately, I just came back about a week ago, but that was the first time in 7 years, because 7 years ago, I went to the funeral of my brother. And after that, I've not been home. But now, I'm getting towards that age where I'm thinking about going part-time retirement. I'm an engineer by profession, and I want to be doing a lot of charitable work. And more importantly, the metaverse. I'm just looking forward to building the metaverse. It's not just the money. I mean, I've been blessed. As a professional engineer working for the last 35 years in the US. I'm comfortable. But I tell you, since I got into crypto through Hyperverse or through Hyperfund, I have learned so much, and I'm so excited about all the things that Jonah is talking about. It's not just the money, just building the infrastructure. As an engineer, when you say infrastructure, you get me really, really excited. So I'm looking to that and learn a lot of things. And then more importantly, to share what I've learned, share what I have with people in third world countries, so that they too will benefit.
Your vibrancy is rubbing off on us all, Sam. Seriously, I mean, the whole concept of being able to go back out to Africa. Now, I've got a little surprise coming up, because it's my intention next year to be able to travel the world. Okay, me and Buddykins. We've been together 21 years, and we've been in this ecosystem since Hyperfund as well. Mm-hmm. And it was our intention to be able to go around the world and be able to help local communities as well. And I feel your happiness in what you're saying today, Sam. Now, can I ask, how many people are you aware of in Sierra Leone that know about Dalversal so far?
Oh, very few. I can tell you that my brother and a couple of his friends. So it's a very small number. And the unfortunate thing, as you already know, a lot of folks have been burnt by Hyperfund, Hyperverse, and Hypernation. So even my brother, I'm yet to convince him. He's watching me. I have him on the work. I said, just stay there. I am going to kick the wheels of this thing. And just today, I said to them, I said, hey guys, I'm in this in 2 months. I like what I'm seeing. And you guys don't have to bring a single cent. But I can tell you, when you get in and you realize the benefits of getting RC every day, I'm not going to be the one to tell you I'm going to buy a bronze, I'm going to buy an iron. So to answer your question, very few. So there's a potential growth there. And I'm going to try to do that. And it's not just Sierra Leone. I have friends in Nigeria, I have friends in the Gambia. But my focus is Sierra Leone. But overall, my focus is in the African continent. That's why when I saw you guys are with Ben's group, I said, oh, definitely, I want to be involved in this. And coaching and teaching. I love learning new things. And you can see I have a passion in whatever I do. And I try to show it and And from what feedback I've got from people, my enthusiasm always shows and it gets to people.
Absolutely. I can feel it rubbing off on myself already, Sam. I really can. And I'm so pleased with what we've done because, like I say, this is what you've made the first step. Okay. You made this first step by purchasing the planet. And I do believe your planet is called Sabawaka. Is that correct?
Yes, Sabawaka, yeah.
Sabawaka. Okay. So you made the first step in purchasing Sabawaka, and you have just explained the importance of being able to purchase land plots on that planet in order to release daily rewards, which will help the African community at large. Now, me and Buddykins and the members of the Bureau have put our heads together, and we have created something for you, Sam. We'd like to show it in this show today, but at the end of the show, we're going to present this to you. It's yours to keep. It's an actual promotional video that you can keep and you can show to anybody, and hopefully that will give you a little bit of an advertising plot so that people can, you know, see what you're about, see what the planet's about, and hopefully it will encourage people to purchase plots on your planet. So if you sit back and enjoy, I'll play this video to you, okay?
Thank you. Wow, 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 wow. You blew my mind, man. That's great. That is great. I am going to use this. And again, remember, it's not all about the money, but just talking
Absolutely.
about how vassal, to be sincere. But I'm going to share this because this is going to be a powerful tool because, as I said, for the last 2 months, I've been doing this on my own. I told my downline, stay back, don't do anything. I'm going to be the guinea pig. I'm going to kick the tires. Now that today, I just finally, just before I got on the show, because most of my downline, we came through Clayton Ford's BCL. And as you guys know, BCL is on board. They started training on Dell Vassal. I just sent my group an email saying that there's going to be training tomorrow. BCL is also on board. And now I'm going to add this video. I say, look at what the Starlord's Pioneer guys prepared for me. That I'm sure that will just bring people on board and say it's time to join. I told them you don't have to put a single penny. You've all been frustrated over 2 years. Some of you are tired, but I think, take the word from me, what I've seen so far, I think it's the future. And we just pray that Jonah and his executive team continue to perform because I just love the system. It's so smooth. Each time they bring in something new, I say, oh my God, these guys are way ahead of the pack. And I was saying to somebody, when we were in Hyperverse, we had 1 million plus members. Now we only have 50,000. We are at the start of something very big. Those who come early definitely stand the best to benefit. So thank you very much. I look forward to sharing that with my downlines and also for future leaders. Thank you very much.
No problem at all, Samuel. And at the end of the day, you know, like you said, this isn't just about money. We could throw money at anybody and everything, and it doesn't mean what we've just created for you. We've created that for you and your community from our hearts, okay? And we hope that brings great value to your project because we see your planet as your project, and that's going to bring you great value and a great future to many people from within that community. So Winnie, would you like to add anything to that?
Just that it's fantastic. Yet another awesome creation from Buddykins. Yeah.
Absolutely. She's put her creative talents to work yet again. And it's the least we can do. I mean, you know, this isn't just about money. Okay. We can all buy a plot. We can all buy a planet. But when somebody puts their creative talent to it, this is the difference. This is the metaverse. And this is about bringing out the very best in people. Okay. And if we can bring the best out in Buddykins, she's there. Give us a wave, Buddykins. There she is. That's Buddykins that's created that video for you.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And one of the things I also told my group is that I've lost my train of thought. Okay, yes. When this thing was started, I've always liked kicking the tires. So we never knew where should we buy planets. I said, you know what? I'm just going to buy one planet so that at least, I'm sure I will never sell 1,000 planets. It doesn't matter. But at least I can have a land that any of my members can spend $10 and just start kicking the tires. It's like, as an engineer, I always believe in doing a pilot. I design water and wastewater plants for my client. So I always think about a pilot. You test the pilot, it works, and then you go into the full scale. And that's why I decided, let me get just the cheapest planet and just set it there and say, hey guys, if you're ready, you don't have to pay $100. Pay $10 and kick the tires and see how it works. And then you realize, oh, I can get more rewards daily if I do a reassessment and top up. So it just makes sense. I just love the way Dalvassal has been able to deliver their product. This was exactly what I signed up for 2 years ago in Hyperfund and eventually Hypernation. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. But better late than never, and we'll continue to kick the tires until the tires cannot not turn anymore.
Absolutely. You mirror my sentiments. I came into this in Hyperfund, and as soon as I saw the Hyperverse white paper, it was absolutely everything that I wanted. And then we had the trouble for the last couple of years, like you know, and you mentioned. And then Dalvassal came on board, and it was better than ever. I mean, this opens the door to literally anybody, and I mean literally anybody. At $10 starting, the starting gates are there for $10, and you know anybody can use it as like a saving scheme if you like, building it up. I mean, I've created some tutorials showing members how I've done it. I've started with $10 and just built it up from the rewards that you can get. Started off with the bronze at the minimum and built up slowly but surely. As it pays out your rewards, you can stack them back up and build it up to a better empire. And like I say, Samuel, this is only very early days. Like you know, you mentioned the figures of how many members was in Hyperverse. If we even get half that many, and I'm damn sure we'll get double, if not quadruple the amount, because once they see the value of what's going on here, I mean, we didn't have the Bureau back then, if you remember.
Yes, right.
We've got some fantastic Bureau members now. Well, you can see the results of what we're voluntarily doing for the community. And this is what the whole vibe behind the metaverse now is already resonating with so many people around the world. And let's face it, MySpace isn't open yet.
Yes.
You can just imagine how exciting it's going to be by the end of this month, because it's going to start hopefully by the end of the month. Are you looking forward to MySpace?
Oh, sure. I'm very much looking forward to MySpace. And then another point too about for us old timers who came in through Hyperfund, we can be able to explain to new folks the big difference. And I'll give you an example. I remember those days when I would withdraw MOF, and then I'll be watching by the time it gets to maybe it will be 30% or 40% reduction in value. I just did about 2 transactions on RC. I didn't lose a thing. Whatever I exchanged for came over by the time I used the exchange. We pray that continues, but that's a big difference in terms of what we're seeing in Dalvassal. And kudos to the Dalvassal team for ensuring that our RC token remains again, it will change eventually, but so far it remains very stable. You're not exchanging and thinking that you're going to lose 10% or 20% by the time it gets to your rewards line. That's a big change.
Absolutely. And like I say, I'm very, very connected with tech support via my node manager. Excuse me, croaky box of frogs. Been doing that many videos and talks with people. Like I say, with that connected now, with transparency, with Dalversal is absolutely fantastic. And if members knew half of the amount of work that's been going on this week, they'd be absolutely shocked, because they've had so much going on. You've got the RC exchange and the exchange from RC to DU. That's been launched. We've had some errors with the transaction codes going to emails. That's going to be resolved tomorrow morning. So within a few hours, that's going to be rectified. They're also offering other possibilities with that, like Google Authenticator and using your transaction code rather than the email backwards and forwards. So that's another tick in the box for me, because like you say, they're still going ahead. They're still forging ahead with the TFA program, with the release of MySpace, as well as repairing the little bugs, the minor bugs that are going along at the same time. So I can't imagine how, I can only imagine how busy they've been, and these guys have to sleep within a few hours a day as well. How they do it, I really don't know, but we ought to be grateful for what they're doing. They are so busy at the moment. So all we can do is keep plugged in and try and help everybody. And Sam, I've seen you in the Telegram group helping other people along the way. So I've got to thank you for that as well.
Yeah, it's a team effort. This is like a family. We all work together to help each other, and doing that makes you feel good. It's even, the feeling of that I'm doing something positive is even more than the money that I get from a daily reward. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, I know you've got to dash off to work, and I've just got one other promotional video that Buddykins has created. Now, this one is for the group, the Starlord Pioneers. Okay. Now, with all my heart, I hope that the video that we'll pass on to you, and you take it and you use it to promote your planet, and I hope it brings great wealth to the many people that you get on board your planet. Now, this one is, when I find it, here we are. This one, Sarah and I have dedicated to the Starlord Pioneers team. Now, this is another one that we're going to be able to use, and this is what we do as a group. Like you say, it's a team effort, okay? We don't look at what we can do for our planets. We look at what we can do for the Starlord Pioneers in general, okay? And it's an absolute honor to have you as a Starlord Pioneer, Samuel. So if you just sit back and enjoy this, okay?
Thank you. Nice.
Okay, so I don't know whether you noticed that, Samuel, but we've got King Ben Masiko as a Starlord pioneer now.
Yes.
Did you know?
Yes, I noticed that. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, and it's an honor to have him on board as well. But what I want to bring highlight before we move on in the show and all the rest of the agenda that we've got coming up, I want to highlight the last sentence that it said in that video. If you noticed, it said that the Bureau of Forefront don't leave anybody behind. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is show you another video for those that have got the fewer plots on their planets, okay? Because we recognize that people sometimes struggle to promote their planet. Some people are shy. Some people don't know that many people. So we've gone through the list of the Starlord pioneers, and we've picked 3 or 4 from the very bottom of the list. And we stand by what we say, and we don't leave anybody behind. So we've dedicated this other video clip to those members. Okay, so we'll just show this. It's only a short clip. Okay. Okay, welcome back to the Metaverse Masterminds studio. So there we go, Samuel. That gives you and the viewers an idea of how the Bureau of Forefront support, and, you know, we stand up to our name. Nobody gets left behind. Now, what I can say is all those promotional videos will appear on the Metaverse Masterminds YouTube channel, as well as the Bureau of Forefront YouTube channel as well. So we try to maximize as much as possible the exposure of those videos. So hopefully at some point in the near future, people will see them and help to support by purchasing plots on those planets. So it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show this evening, Samuel. Do you have to drive far to get to work?
No, it's only 2 seconds. I'm working from home for the last 3 years.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And let's hope by this time next year you can work, you know, a lot easier.
Yes,
your life should be easier.
Yeah. And okay. Even though whilst I'm working, I'll be watching you guys.
Oh, that's great to know. That's great to know. I mean, we're on episode 7 now, and our YouTube channels are just exploding at the moment. I'm getting loads of feedback. Our subscriber numbers have tripled over the last 2 weeks. And, you know, plenty of people are engaging as well. They're leaving comments, asking questions. So like I say, it's been an absolute pleasure, Samuel. Winnie, would you like to say any last words before we move on?
Just lovely to have you here, Sam. Great to see your face. Yeah. And what kind of engineering work do you do?
Yes, I'm a civil and environmental engineer. So I design water treatment plant, wastewater treatment plant, piping infrastructure to take care of all your waste and anything water supply, wastewater, sanitary. That's what I do.
We all need it.
Yeah. Hey, Kev, also, thanks so much. You guys, you've done such a fantastic job. I used to wonder, where do you have all these technical skills to be doing all these videos? And I mean, you I don't know where you hail from, but you have a lot of technical skills, and we bow to you for all your effort, and thanks so much.
Well, as you mention it, Sam, I haven't got it to share with you, but it's funny you bring that up because Winnie's there and she said that we could maybe fit it into the show, and I haven't got it prepared. But I was digging around in my historical past. As I said, me and Buddykins have been together 21 years now. And when we first got together, I was opening a PC repair shop. And I found a picture yesterday of a newspaper article that highlighted me and Sarah, me and Buddykins, because we were the first people to import and introduce water-cooled PCs into the UK home. And we was in the newspaper way back in, was it 2007? Yeah, 2007, I believe it was. And we was handmade building computers that were water cooled, and we could use that in the as a home PC. And it was actually non-conductive liquid that we were using, so even if they did leak, it wouldn't short the circuitry out. So yes, when you say that we're at the forefront of technology, this has been going on for quite some years. And my planet, the Oasis Memories, you may realize now what I will be doing with my planet.
Yeah.
All this will be in memory of our life together, of where I came from when I joined the internet, or when I started, building PCs. I mean, a hard drive, back when I started building PCs, a hard drive was literally 2 or 3 megabytes. And that was a big hard drive back in the day, and there was about the size of a big box, I mean, technology has come on so rapid over the years. It's crazy. And I want to document that in my planet. That's what I've dedicated to do within the metaverse. So it'll be there forevermore as a momentum. Oasis Memories, you see.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay, Samuel, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Have you enjoyed it?
Thank you. I did enjoy it, and I will always look forward to coming back someday.
Yeah,
and you would recommend it to anybody else?
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Especially after I sent my video and said I was on the community TV on Starlord Pioneer, and they said, "Whoa!"
Yeah. You've been on the TV, sir, and let's hope it won't be too long before we can have you back on the show.
Yes.
And give us an update. Let us know how your planet's doing. Okay. Then, sir.
Thank
take
you.
care, my friend. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, what an absolute blast that was, Winnie. That was great having our special guest Samuel with his planet. Let me get this right, Sabawaka. So if anybody's looking for a planet to stake their land on, I mean, what a great reason to stake their plot on that planet. I think he's got a wonderful thing going there, don't you think, Winnie? I love the idea.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, that's one amongst how many planets have been sold now?
Is it 500? Maybe
530, was it, at that show? I know. Jonah's at a show, isn't he, in Malaysia, I believe?
Yeah.
And it was reported 530, and Sabawaka is one of them. And what a great testament to what can be achieved with the Dalversal planets. I love it. I absolutely love it. So great. I'm so pleased Samuel's had the time to come on. Okay, before we move on to the important things about the email promotions and the email verifications and the RC token exchange and such thing, because we're talking about the planets and the promos, I'm just going to go through the last two because that'll get that part of the show out the way. Now, there's two been produced here, two been created. Just want to show these off. One of them is dedicated to our wonderful Winnie's world. Okay, so here we go. Okay, guys, and that was a video that Sarah made specifically for Winnie, wasn't it, Winnie?
Thank you. Makes me all tingly.
It does. It was really serene, that,
Really
wasn't it? I
beautiful.
really enjoyed that. It was very calming.
Yes.
And before we move on, I'm not going to leave my own promotional video out, otherwise Sarah will lynch me after the show. So I've got to show this one as well, if I can find it. Here we are. It's only a couple of minutes, guys, and then we'll move on to the next stage. So sit back and enjoy. Join the harmony and be a pioneer. The spiritual ambassador of the Starlord Pioneers, or of the Metaverse. I like that. I really do like that. And thank you, Buddykins. It's a pleasure to be able to host that on the show this evening. So there you go, guys. This is the sort of work that the Bureau of Forefront will do for the Starlord Pioneers. Okay. All free, voluntary, you know, our dedication towards your success is 100%. Okay. Right, guys. Excuse me. Let's move on to the next section. Email verification issues. Let's face the elephant in the room. Okay. Oh my God, it's been a nightmare, guys. It's been a nightmare. Some members have got away with it. Sergeant Meng didn't have a problem at all. And I want to, hopefully, is in the chat at some point. I want to bring him on in a few minutes if he's there. If you can get prepared, Sergeant Meng. Yeah, he managed to be able to do his withdrawals okay. I can't, and I haven't been able to for 3 or 4 days because of this email verification issue. It's driven me crazy because I've been trying to do tutorial videos for members and it's just not been possible. Well, with all our work and your work too, guys, I need you to understand that your reports to me, your reports to the groups, they're very valuable. We need them, okay? Because your reports to us indicates that there's a problem in that area too. So it gives the tech support guys room to look and say, this might help us resolve the problem. Hence the announcement today that says in approximately 12 hours, if my calculation is correct, approximately 12 hours, everything should be pretty much up and running, okay? Not only up and running, but giving us more opportunities, okay? Now, those opportunities I've had confirmed with my node manager today. Rather than have the email verification where you have to click the button, run to your email, try and find it, run back and put the code in, they're going to give us the opportunity of using 2 other methods. One being your transaction code, which you use for a normal swap or whatever in your back office, which is your 6 numerical digit code. And the other one is your Google Authenticator. Now, I do use that myself on what platform is it? Crypto.com platform, I think it is. I use Google Authenticator. It can be a bit fiddly, and you've got to work fast with that if you do choose that. But what I will say is it's extremely secure. It's a very good system if you can use it. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's it's very secure. Transaction code's a lot easier. It's a lot simpler. So from like 12 hours time, 8 o'clock tomorrow, British summertime, UK time, hopefully that will be resolved and General Kev Barefoot can sit back down and cool his head, because I want this withdrawal, because I'm trying to help 2 members out and I need that withdrawal in order to transfer funds to them. So I can't grumble, guys. I can't grumble. I mean, this company are doing wonders. They really are. I mean, I've been answering people who have been grumbling, but grumbling behind the scenes myself. So I'm as guilty as everybody else. I just don't do it online, really. But I understand the frustration, because, when you're waiting 3 or 4 days for a withdrawal, it can get tedious, yeah? But we've got to look at the bigger picture, guys. These guys, they've rolled out the TFA. I've got to be honest, my TFA is running perfect, absolutely perfect. Nothing is at fault with the TFA program, which I'm highly happy about. What else are they doing? They're rolling out, hopefully by the end of the month, the MySpace feature as well. What else have they been doing? All manner of things they've been working on behind the scenes, little bugs and errors that we've come across that we pass via the node manager up to tech support and get them to work on it. So, all I can say, guys, is thanks for your, patience in waiting for this email problem to be overcome. I do use a Hotmail email address, and it seems as though the Hotmail email address has got the worst, sticky end of the stick, so to speak. So probably my fault for not choosing Gmail or Google Mail, but hey ho, 12 hours, hopefully that'll be rectified. So did you receive any problems with that, Winnie? Have you suffered that email problem?
I haven't actually, no, but all mine are Gmail.
Right, okay.
I saw it recommend. They just seem to work best.
I know back in Hyperverse, it recommended Gmail back then. I don't know. I think it's my preference, because I don't like Big Brother, and Big Brother is part of Google, Yeah. And for privacy concerns, I chose to stick with Hotmail purely because Hotmail, I never got any spam whatsoever. It was a pristine, clean email address, no junk mail, nothing at all. And I never had any filters set up, surprisingly enough, because Hotmail is usually a target for spam. But I was lucky, I never got a thing, and that's why I stuck with it. But like I say, maybe Google is the way forward with this, with respect to this problem. But I reckon I'm going to stick to the transaction code. It makes it much, much easier.
Yeah.
So, so I'm pleased you didn't get much of a problem with that. Sergeant Meng, are you available just to come on and have a quick word with the viewers regarding your TFA achievements? Are you there, Sergeant Meng?
I am. How's everybody doing?
I knew you was there somewhere, but you're not showing up on the screen. Probably because your video's not on. How are you doing, Meng?
It's thunderstorming here, so
right.
So okay. I don't have good coverage, so okay, I'm keeping the video off.
Okay, no problem. You announced something to me earlier on, and I said, will you come on the show and tell the viewers? Would you like to spread that good news, Sergeant Meng?
Yes, I am. I have achieved my 30% on TFA charging. And that's, I wouldn't be there without the support of my community, which is the foundation of everything. So, just like Samuel, I have the same type of morals that I live by, that I give back. And, I just pulled out 800 RC and gave that back to my community, because they deserve it. And that's, that's how I decided that I'm going to be using these funds is to give back to the community that deserves it the most.
So you've hit your 30%. So when can you start withdrawing?
So the withdrawal itself. So once you hit 30%, you got to wait. Then the day after that, then it'll allow you to withdraw. So the withdrawal will be based upon if you're TFA or TFA plus. And that be how much you can withdraw, and that immediately goes right into your. Once you hit withdrawal, it goes right into your DU.
Okay. Does it? That's through the TRC20 network, yeah.
You bet. So once you do the initiate the actual withdrawal from DU, it's TRC20. Depends on which platform you use. I use it through Hyperpay. So then the withdrawal takes about 1 to 3 days, really. So it depends on, I had it come out in 24 hours. The last 2 that I did came out in about, I would say, 48 hours.
Okay, do you think that might be related to the bugs that have been, worked on? Do you think it's maybe just an overload of work? Do you think it may come faster in the future? I would think so, wouldn't you?
I would assume so. I'm not sure exactly, because it's so random on when it gets pushed out to my wallet. But
do you think
I would assume that
are they manually verified? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it's manually verified or not. Because when you go in and hit withdrawal in the DU, there's a little icon on the top right where you can select that and view your history, and it'll tell you the status. If it's pending, it'll tell you that it's pending. If it's successful on withdrawing, it'll tell you that it's successful.
Okay.
So, but it doesn't tell us anything else beyond that.
Okay, Samuel's in the back of the studio and he's on the internal memo, and he said his first withdrawal took about 24 hours. So it's my safe guess that possibly the delay was due to the enormous amount of work they've been, taking regarding the email problem, the RC token exchange launch, and so forth. So we will get a confirmation on that. We'll try and work towards that and announce whether it is a manual verification method, so that if it is busy at all, we can maybe forewarn people that it might be a little bit delayed. So
I'm also wondering if it's the amount that I'm pulling out that plays a role in how long it takes too, because the previous I pulled almost 600, and then this last one I pulled 800. So those two actually took about 48 hours, but the very initial one I pulled was just to test it out, was just $10, and that pulled out within 24 hours. So I don't know. It could be that it's the amount that's pulling out.
Okay, and they clearly mirror the amount of work that you did 2 or 3 weeks ago when you was, in that contest for the Landathon. I think it was called the Landathon.
Yes.
So now you're reaping the benefits from that, and wow, I mean, that goes to show the viewers the positive results of making that effort. I mean, you did a sterling job that week, Meng. Did you was it second? You come?
Yes, I took second place.
Yeah.
I have a very, very good team that trusts me, and I think that's what played the biggest role on why I took the place that I took, is that they believe in the system, they believe in in what I do too, and so they were all on board with staking and buying land.
That's awesome. And like I say, it's not too long ago. So you're seeing the results now, which is obviously reflected in your TFA release rate to manage to get to 30% now. I mean, I've seen some messages in the Telegram group asking whether it was a scam or not, whether it was fake. And I'm like, no, this is real. People are hitting 30%. I mean, I can't remember. Winnie, was it Marco? Hit 100%. Somebody hit 100%.
Yes, it was
It was Marco, wasn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
He's the community, the main community, whatever it's called.
Absolutely.
I can't think of it.
Yeah. Marco managed to hit 100%. So that's the second milestone where he can reap the added benefits of 0.6 a day from now on, but he can also activate pack B or C, whichever one he chooses, which is another great milestone in the TFA program. I mean, I'm still bringing people over from Discord. People that now that we've secured the Discord server, the Hypernation Discord server, I'm bringing people over from there that go right back to, like Samuel said, Hyper Fund days, so if we've got 50,000 or whatever people on board now, there's a hell of a lot more members to come yet. So we're still in at the early stages of this. So we've got a lot to look forward to. So, Meng, what's your next plan of action? I mean, you're on fire, mate. You're on fire. You've hit the moon and come back to pick us up, haven't you?
Yeah. The next step is to, talk about taking advantage of the extra land. I think taking advantage of the second stone is pretty much a must. I mean, being able to put in $100 and get 60 cents a day, and then now put another $100 for your second stone while the promotion is still going on, and get an additional 60 cents a day, and that doesn't even expire compared to the bronze and iron. I think that is just a no-brainer. So that's my next plan of attack.
Okay, I'm just looking that up as well. We were given a month, so we've got 7, 8, 9.
I think it was like October 22nd or something like that.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22nd. That's right.
Yeah, so we're on Friday now. It's a week and 2 days. We've got 9 days. Now, I'm in the process of a tutorial video of how to utilize that. And like I say, guys, if you're wanting to take advantage of that, now's the time. Like Meng said, grab them while they're there. The bronze and the iron, I do believe once you've had your 3x back, they're gone. You can't restake them again. Is that right, Meng?
Yep, the additional ones, that's correct.
But your additional stone, so if you do take advantage of that, even if you put $10 on it just to get it, even if you can't afford the 100, it doesn't matter. You'll get the second stone. You can keep that forevermore, can't you?
Yes, that's what management said, was that the only time you'll lose that second one is if you unstake it. Otherwise it stays with you forever.
Don't unstake it, Winnie.
Yep, don't unstake it.
And it's only 10 DU. Absolutely, that's right, Coach. It is 10 DU. At the bottom line, I did a video. There's another tutorial that I did that when your rewards come out, they build up. Now, I was waiting for the next thing that we're going to go over, the RC exchange. Now, this is fantastic. We'll have a quick intermission before we go over this, because swapping RC to DU has opened up so many doors. I need a breather and a drink. Winnie's beat me to it, look. We need a breather and a drink before we go into the RC token exchange. So thanks for bringing that to the panel, Meng. Great news, mate, and well done for your great achievements. It's an honor having you in the bureau, mate.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Just a quick intermission, and then I'll be back in the studio in a second.
Metaverse Masterminds, broadcasting live across 5 online platforms: Twitter, Telegram, Discord, Facebook, and YouTube. Join in the lively chat and get your messages posted direct into the studio. Live chat is available from the Bureau of Forefront Facebook page and the Metaverse Masterminds YouTube channel.
Okay, guys, welcome back to Metaverse Masterminds, episode 7. Right, Winnie, RC token exchange. I mean, wow. What more can I say? Wow. this has opened a huge door for me. So I dare say you are experiencing the same thing. What can you do, Winnie? You know, how does it benefit you? It's not about me. Tell the viewers, how's it benefiting you?
Well, I put mine. I was so excited. I just pressed loads of buttons and and then I couldn't work out what to do next.
Yeah. What have I broken?
Where's it gone? Because you have to exchange and then swap and then exchange. And then I decided to put mine straight into my stone planets to boost my stone planet. And then I thought, oh, maybe I should put them in the bronze planet. But then in retrospect, there's reasons which you'll go into, I'm sure. So yeah, I didn't try and withdraw it.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, the biggest thing is I lost my tokens. I did the swap. I didn't lose them permanently. I did the swap, and I could see that the change to DU went back to my rewards account, and I thought, where are they? Couldn't find them. There was no exchange button. That's what sent me off, because I was like, well, I know I've done it. I've just seen me do it. So I went back to the transfer, clicked the transfer button, and they weren't there. There was nothing there. And I thought, I don't know what I've done. So I wrote a message to my node manager, but I didn't click send. I thought, I'm going to have to try this again, because this is odd. It should be there. Am I missing something? I refreshed the page, and then I saw exchange at the top. And I thought, that wasn't there before. So I clicked it, and there it was. Okay, let me just read this message at the back office. Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Samuel did some trial and error with this exchange as well. That's right. So yes, it caught me out. Hook, line and sinker. You know, I was very brave. I thought I knew what I was doing, so I went in there, swapped it. I think it was about, I don't know, 36 RC or something like that I wanted to do on a reassessment on one of my bronze or iron planets. But at the same time, I was doing a tutorial, so I didn't want to cock it up. Okay, but I lost it halfway through the tutorial, and I'm like, oh, that had to happen, didn't it? So it cocked up the tutorial for that particular part until I found the exchange button. But so if anybody else comes across this issue, just refresh your browser, guys, because it comes at the side of assets, I believe, you know, in between assets and something else. So once I found that, I then realized that it's a separate account. You have your exchange account and you have your rewards account. And I've noticed as well that sometimes when you go to your assets tab or your assets button at the top, my TFA doesn't always show up either. It disappears. So I have to refresh the page for that to show as well. So quick fixes, guys. You know, if you're ever losing any accounts or anything like that, refresh your page, give it a go, because 9 times out of 10, it shows everything up. So, okay, so that gives us the option to exchange our RC tokens, which are rewards paid from our bronze and iron planets. Is that correct, Winnie? That's right, isn't it?
It is. And also the generative rewards.
Is it generative as well that you get in RC?
Yeah, which I didn't, unless I've imagined it. I didn't think. Well, I know
that on that Winnie's wine again. Yeah.
But they are also like you can turn them into DU, and
that's right
as well, which was like, wow, of course, yeah. And they're not just like random numbers that you for that's the TFA.
Right. I mean, obviously, with Meng's hard work in my downline and that, my RC rewards were building up quite substantially. And there was just stuck there. And I thought, you know, we remember the certified folder that we weren't allowed to touch, you know, and it was feeling very much like that. And I thought, I wonder whether they're going to let us have all of it, you know, or what can we do with it? And then we heard that we were going to get the exchange and we could withdraw. I thought, right, now I can start helping other people, like Meng said, and Samuel, this is what I see that we can do at this foundation level, because I've said from day one, Dalversal is a fantastic opportunity to create your foundation. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the tower. I'm not looking at the massive empire now. I'm looking at the foundation to make sure that whatever I grow is going to have such solid roots and foundations that it's not going to come tumbling down. And by doing that, you can help your downline. You can help people along the way to strengthen your your existence within the metaverse. So in a way, I was relying on my RC tokens for that purpose. So yeah, I've created a tutorial. I've also created a presentation for the African community, because their request was, and I must admit, guys, for you guys that are watching, the African community, I am so proud of them over the last week. We do Zoom calls for them to show them the possibilities. We show them what Dalversal are offering so that they get the opportunity to choose what they want to do. Last week, we covered the very basics of TFA and land plot sales. And this week, we're going to be going over the land plot sales and what happens if we buy land, and how does that affect not only your own daily rewards, but how does that affect your TFA and speeding it up. And I've got to admit, Winnie, I mean, this is fantastic, because the African nations, huge area, and all I've got back this week since Sunday, the Zoom call that we did for them, all I'm getting back is extremely good reports. And it's a real shame that Deborah couldn't come on this evening. She's not in. I sent her an invite for the studio to bring her on air. That's Deborah, Sergeant Deborah, sorry. I'll have to title her properly. She's she's a regional spokesperson, if you like, for the African region. Great leader. She's done wonderful work out in Africa in bringing them up to the level where the Bureau can assist. And like I say, the reports that we're getting back from them guys is phenomenal. It really is. I do believe that King Ben and some of the other leaders are using the work that we did last week to assist through the week. So what we'll be doing at the weekend is moving on from that, remind them what they learned last week, but move on with the next lot of tutorials, if you like. So I've gone through, I've created the tutorial on how people can receive the RC tokens every day, and then show them the possibilities of building their accounts without adding fresh funds. And I think what they've done with opening the RC exchange, they've opened both doorways. They've given us the opportunity, which is fantastic. This is a bonus where Hypernation, we felt a little bit suppressed when we got told, well, there's a folder, there's an account for your certified, but you can't have it yet. Now, I was watching that grow, and I was the same, can't have it yet. And it's like, well, what can I do with it? We don't want that. As a community, as members, as supporters of Dalversal, we don't want that. And that's what I noticed when they opened that exchange. And I've got to be honest, Winnie, it came rather quick, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, we didn't expect it. Jonah just announced it when he was on this show, wasn't it?
So it's only two weeks ago.
That was only then. Yeah, time's gone really quickly. Yeah,
it has. That's why we've been so busy. Time does run away with us. Yeah,
happened. He announced it, and then it happened like the following week, which is amazing, really.
Exactly, and this is something that I want to highlight. When these guys say they're going to do something, we've had the results. We really have. I mean, this is why I'm not too concerned about the email code thing getting fixed tomorrow morning. I've only got a few hours to wait. So that, in a way, is another positive aspect of Dalversal. Okay. When they say they're going to do something, they do it. Okay. And like I say, to all you viewers that have been patient, waiting, and sending us your errors, you know, send us screenshots, stuff like that. You're valuable. We need you to do that. Don't sit there thinking, getting frustrated like I do off screen. Don't do that. You know, send us your complaints, send us screenshots and whatnot, because every little helps in dealing with these problems. The quicker we deal with the problems with your help, the better the metaverse can unfold. Okay, Winnie, we've gone through the TFA withdrawals. We've gone through that. I'm just checking through my list. Okay, right. The final thing that I would like to go through this evening, Winnie, is the Bureau Forefront NFTs. Now, we have a couple of collections with the Bureau of NFTs, and we've had some sales. We've raised some money over the time, and you know, the wallet is public so that people can see the funds that we've raised from those NFT sales. And we hope that people can trade them in the future, or save them, make some money if that's what they want to do. That's the idea. Now, we've assisted Sergeant Deborah in the purchase of a bronze plot out of those funds. Like I say, I'm thinking of the word, the transparency. Sorry, my head just decided to switch off for a second then. The transparency of the Bureau and the funds that are collected through these NFT sales. We have assisted Sergeant Deborah, with a bronze plot regarding those assets, and we'll explain why. Sergeant Deborah is in a very good leadership role regarding the African nation as a whole, okay? More specifically, the South African community, but like I say, she is working alongside Ben as well. So Deborah was in the position where she didn't have a bronze plot, which suppresses her abilities not only to earn from her downline, but to assist other members. Now, as members of the Bureau, when Dalversal launched and it came to planet purchasing time, luckily I'd been saving some USDT over the previous 2 or 3 months in order to purchase a planet, okay? Because my purpose was, I can't do my job if I don't have a planet. It's as simple as that. You know, to be a leader, I don't like the word influencer, because I don't influence people. I assist, I guide. I give people information so that they can make their own mind up. That's the purpose of it. But I knew how difficult it was to try and assist people if you haven't got the tools to provide that education. So I want to highlight the value of those small assets that people have brought our way through the sale of NFTs. Okay, now luckily we was able to pass that on to Deborah, and she's been able to purchase that bronze plot now, and clearly she's in a better position. She's got the tools to better her job as an educator now. That's fantastic. But what I'd like to do now, I'd like to show you a promotional video for the BOF NFTs, the Bureau Forefront NFTs. After I've shown you, I want to talk to you about the collections, okay, and the reason behind them, okay? So I'll just go through the video. It's only a couple of minutes, and then I'll come back and discuss that with you viewers, okay? Okay, guys, welcome back to the studio. Okay, from that video clip, you can see that we've got two collections. The first collection of the General, for a start. That was the first collection that we created and minted on OpenSea, and we've made quite a few sales of that NFT. The second collection is a collection of 3 NFTs, and they're symbolic to the movement of Web 2 into the metaverse and beyond. Okay, so the first NFT is for sale at the moment because of the movement of where we've come from in Web 2 with the opening of the gates to Web 3, okay, which is the position that we're in right now with Dalversal. The gates are open and we have an invite to go within the realms of the metaverse with Dalversal, okay? NFT number 2, and like I say, NFT number 1 is on sale right now. Anybody can purchase that. I think they're running about $17 at the moment. Okay. NFT number 2 is more. Okay, thank you, Sergeant Meng. I've just got a message at the back office. Okay, thanks for your input this evening. Sergeant Meng's got to dash off. Okay, yeah, NFT number 2 is for when we have a lot more involvement within the metaverse, when we can host these shows from within the metaverse, and when we can actually evolve in the metaverse in its construction time. Okay, so that may be when we've got MySpace, we're broadcasting these live shows from within the metaverse. We're all sat round on stools around Winnie's wine bar, for instance. That is significant to the second NFT. Okay. The third NFT is the grand finale. Now, the grand finale is when the whole story comes together. Okay. Now, you may be asking, what is the whole story? Now, the whole story began at the conception of the internet, clearly. And I've been a big part of the internet from day one. When there was no videos, there was no images on the internet. You couldn't download an image. There was none. It was simply text-based. Okay. There was an internet, but it was more of a commercial thing. It wasn't brought to the home user. Okay, so with my planet, Oasis Memories, I'm going to be building that and creating that memorial from Web 1, Web 2, right up to not present day, but in the future when we're in the metaverse. So that's when we'll be putting the third NFT on sale. So obviously, guys, you're not going to be able to collect all 3 yet. Now, there is a limited number of those NFTs, and there always will be, because we're not going to create any more. I'll just get a confirmation of how many there is. Sarah, is there 26, I believe? 25? Okay. 25 of each NFT. So NFT number 1, there's 25 of NFT number 2, and number 3 as well. Okay. And there will be an extra special rare NFT, and there'll only be one of those for the first person to be able to collect all 3. That's NFT 1, 2, and 3 together. Now, clearly, you won't be able to do that straight away. Okay, so we want to highlight the fact that there will be an offer. So you long-termers, you will get a great offer if you choose to collect the full set. Okay, clearly the value of those NFTs will rise with the value of Ethereum. Okay, because they're on the Ethereum blockchain and they're listed on OpenSea. Now, when I first minted the General as number 1, I bought mine and it was 19 USDT. Okay, or the equivalent in Ethereum. Because Ethereum went down in value, those same NFTs with your chosen number are now averaging about 17 USDT equivalent. So clearly I've lost a couple of USDT. I'm not bothered, but what I'm saying is, if we're heading into a bull run, who knows what they will be worth in the future? Again, guys, not financial advice, but we look at it from a perspective of, you know, what sort of value will these have in the future? That's why we collect NFTs. Look at the Bored Ape Club. I mean, nobody would have guessed they would be worth the millions of dollars that they are now. Now, considering the Bureau of Forefront are coming back with huge efforts regarding Dalversal, huge recognition and huge involvement with the different nations around the world, I would like to think that they would bring somebody some value in the future. And that was the intention of making them now rather than later, okay? To give people the opportunity of, let's face it, bagging a bargain, if you like, okay? So yeah, if people want to take this as a plug for the NFTs, absolutely it is, okay? Because A, the Bureau do everything voluntary, but I've just explained how it does help those members in achieving their, not only their own goals, but their educational value to not even a community, a nation. Let's be fair, you know? We're moving mountains here, guys, you know. And like I say, ultimately we want to be able to offer you something to make value for yourself as well in the future. So if we can get a win-win situation out of these NFTs, we win. So Winnie, how many, I've lost count, how many NFTs have you got? Is it 2 of the Bureau?
I think I've got 3 of the Bureau one, because
Did you get 3?
Well, I bought one and I won one. So maybe I won 2. I'm not sure. But I bought one of the Metaverse collector set.
I think you got the number 1. I think you got the NFT number 1 from the Metaverse collection. That's right. Yeah. Like I say, I think it's a wonderful idea, and these things will be on show from within the Metaverse as well. Now, I don't know what our capabilities are, but I would imagine we'll be able to show various amounts of NFTs. So who knows? If you have an NFT, you can display that within your MySpace. Yeah. So if you have MySpace and you have a display board on your wall within MySpace, I presume that's what we'll be able to show in there, so people can view them, see them, and hopefully trade, because that's the idea, you know, make money or hodl them for historic value. I mean, I was looking through last night, you know, the green spears that they were giving away in Hypernation. What was the price of them, Sarah? They've gone up, haven't they? And I was like, what? They're actually gaining value. Because my green spear was one of the very first that was given out. Was it a prize or no? It was the mystery box, I think. I was one of the first mystery boxes, which was a green spear that I won out of the very first mystery boxes. So it has a historical value in my mind, yeah, because of the blockchain. The nature of the blockchain stamps it with that date. I may be pulling straws out the sky. I don't know, but who knows? Because when I looked and saw the value, I was like, what? Never worth that much, surely. So like I say, keep your eye on these NFTs, guys. You know, they're still there. And if they are worth something in the future, who knows? I know many members are saying, oh, pleased to see the back of them platforms. And in some ways, yes, we've brought, you know, we've experienced a lot of pain. But let's not forget where we've come from. Let's not forget where we got some of our assets from, because we evolved them assets on those platforms. So it wasn't a complete failure. That's the way I see it. Oh, Samuel, okay, is going to his meeting. Have a great weekend. Same to you, Samuel. I didn't realise you were still there. I thought you'd already gone, sir. So yeah, safe journey, sir. It's a pleasure having you on the show this evening. So yes, NFTs. I mean, a lot of people in the news have been saying that, oh, it's not the way to go. Well, it clearly is, because NFTs are going to be a big part of the metaverse, isn't it, Winnie? I mean, to what I can gather, we're going to have that ability to be able to create our own things within the NFT marketplace. Did you hear that?
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll be able to display them like in an art gallery form. I'm sure I remember Jonah talking about that. And the MySpace membership is an NFT in itself as well.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, because I asked my Planet Node for I'm trying to get a few details to see if we can, set things up beforehand, but we can't yet. Excuse me. The DID system, there's still that error at the moment where people are looking. I think you was one of them, was trying to purchase a domain name, but it says it's available, but when you go to purchase it, it says it's not available. That's an ongoing problem. And like I mentioned earlier on, the tech support team are doing a wonderful job, but they haven't come across that problem yet. They haven't got to that problem. So that still exists, and it's something that they will be working on in order to bring that MySpace, for us. So how exactly that's going to work, I'm not 100% sure. But yes, we will be using an avatar that we can change. We can create our own wearables, as far as I'm aware, and internal furnishings and so forth for our MySpace. So it's going to be more exciting than the RC token exchange in my mind, because I think once MySpace is open, this platform's going to explode, because that is what people are going to be really revved up about. I love the galaxy. I love seeing the individual planets. And I don't know whether you've done this yet, Winnie. I went back to the galaxy page the other day. It looks like a rainbow of colors. I mean, the creativity is fantastic now. But have you actually clicked on any and looked at their manifestos? It's changing quite a lot. Really interesting, some of them.
Excellent. I haven't done it recently, actually. I will. Yeah.
It's worth having a look, because what was it I read the other day, and I was like, oh wow, can't wait to have a look at that one. What was it? Oh, it slips my mind at the moment, but it sounded amazing. It really did. Now, this is what I want to do. People who own those planets, come and join us. Come and join us in the Starlord Pioneers and do what Samuel's done tonight. Come on board and talk about it on air with us, and let's get people looking at your planets and getting involved, So, yeah, I mean...
We don't have a way of contacting them yet, do we? We could just see their username and their coordinates, but we don't.
That's right. Yeah, I'm still waiting for an answer back regarding this, because I guess something will come when MySpace is opened, when MySpace is launched, because surely we've got to have some kind of URL or direct link to be able to go to your MySpace, for instance, and then a link to go across to mine or Buddykins or whatever. So there's got to be some way of sharing your direct link to your MySpace. So that's another feature that we can't wait to get hold of and utilize the best way we can. Not just the coordinates for the planet, but the actual link to get in, because surely, I mean, Jonas said that we'll be able to do shows and broadcast exactly like this within the metaverse, within Dalversal and MySpace. So we've got to have a link to be able to give to members to go directly to that room. So forefront of technology again. This is like the water-cooled PC that we mentioned at the beginning of the show. We're always stepping out the box. We're always at the forefront saying, come on, what's next? We love it. We love experimenting. Like Winnie in a back office, when she's poking all them buttons, and then she doesn't know what she's done and sits there and works it all out. You're a true Bureau of Forefront pioneer. You really are. So,
well, I have to admit, I did actually send a message to my node manager. I did press send.
There you go, guys. There you go.
Hey.
Even the Bureau members have to have a little bit of a, help up at times. Absolutely. Okay, guys, what time are we getting to? 9:30. It's an hour and a half. It's gone really quick this evening, and it's been a blast again. I love it. Episode 7's gone really well. It's been great having Samuel on. And this call goes out to anybody. We always say it. Anybody, any member of the community. You don't have to be a planet owner. You can be a plot owner, or you can be somebody just simply sitting on the fence saying, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to come on board or whatever. Choice is your guys. If you don't know, come and ask. Quick chat to Buddykins. Have we got anything in the chat room, Buddykins, that needs or requires our attention? Okay. All right. Let's bring this on. So, question with that, this is what we was just talking about, actually. And guys, I do apologize, but when I'm presenting, I can't really focus on the chat box as well. So if you have asked questions, Buddykins is the host of the chat box. So she'll let me know if there's anything that needs responding to. So, James, so question with that. I had over a dozen spears from nations, so I still can find those as they were on the platform. I didn't move them anywhere. Now then, now you've got me thinking, because I did move them. Wait a minute. I put mine on my MetaMask to view in my MetaMask, so I sent them to OpenSea. Just bear with us, guys. I'm trying to work this out. It's viewable. Did I win it from OpenSea?
Before it opened up, you could move it to Hyphenation.
Right.
Use it.
Okay.
You chose not to do it. So.
Okay. Yeah. That's right.
Hyphenation, I think, have been lost the same way as our NFT.
Okay. Right. This was a special case. Thank you, Sarah, for that. She's my memory. My memory is not good, guys. Right. Okay. I did win that one. It was won when Hyphenation first opened, but it was one of the first available. I won that, and it was through OpenSea. It wasn't on Hyphenation, but I could have transferred it over. But at the time, I said, no, I'm not going to do that for that very reason, because it was one of the first that was minted and given out. So it may have a significant difference, James, to what you're looking at there. But you have got a valid point. I will ask again, right? Because that is slightly different to the NFTs, because our Hyphenation NFTs we can't get. I've already asked about that, and I do believe Winnie or Meng asked about that too. And we've already come to that conclusion that the NFTs that gave us access to our Hyphenation accounts are non-accessible. That would indicate to me that the spears are probably non-accessible either, because they was within that platform. But that doesn't mean that's a 100%, final answer. I will ask about this, because it was a slightly different thing. Your NFT gave you access to your account, whereas your spears was in a separate wallet. It was a separate section of that platform. So it's a very good question. I will write that down and ask my node manager. So thanks very much. Who have we got? James Birch, I think. Yeah, James Birch, Telegram, I believe. I believe you're on Telegram, if I remember. I got a little bit of a memory, but not much. Okay. Adam Price, yeah, I've just gone through that, Adam. It would be great if we could get our HOS NFTs, absolutely. But unfortunately, mate, I think they've gone. Just ping the wallet address. Okay, all these previous, Sarah, are the questions that have been resolved. Okay, Mila's in the chat room. Good evening, Mila. Long time no speak. We'll have to get together and have a chat. Chris, my brother. Awesome. I hope you're still in there watching, Chris. I have most of the coping wallets, but not showing the liquidity source wallets. Do your magic crypto? Yeah, do your magic crypto. You was awesome with Hypernation. A lot of your information helped the bureau no end. Crypto G. So yes, absolutely. Let us know how you get on with that.
That was what send the wallet was. I'm not quite sure how to do that, but yeah, send me a message. And
basically, it was just keeping tabs on the corporate wallets and whatever. And as the bureau, I think it's important to be able to get that information as well, because, like I say, it gives full transparency, stability, and everything to put our minds at rest. Because, guys, if our minds are at rest, your minds are at rest. Okay, so if crypto, you did a wonderful job. B12, I've got you, Star Cookie. You see, my memory's coming back. So yeah, we value information like that highly. I want to leave Starlord Pioneers just so I can rejoin it. Adam wants Adam. Right, I'm going to message you, Adam. Right, I want to leave the Starlord Pioneers just so I can rejoin it because of those adverts. Adam, on the show next week, mate, we'll do your video. How's that for? Yeah, you don't have to rejoin, mate. Honestly. Come and join us in the studio, mate. If you don't want to come on video, that's absolutely fine. But if you want to come on, we'll do you a video. We'll keep to our word. And like I say, we'll have you on as special guest. If you're up for that, buddy, let me know in good time. Buddykins, I'll speak for her. Buddykins will do a video for you, and we'll have you, Jambo. Oh God, Jambo. Sorry, mate. Yeah, of course. See what I mean? The old noggin's not like it used to be a few years ago. All right, guys, we've gone through the chat room. Hopefully we've answered all questions. And Mila, bless you. Yeah, give us a hit up when you're feeling up to it. It'll be great to catch up. Okay, Winnie, looks like we're coming to the end of the show for episode 7. Have you got any words to give to our lovely viewers? It's been a great show yet again.
Yes, I noted some things down from the Zoom that that happened in the week with Jonah and Neo. There was
okay.
Just a few. Well, one thing that came up was that there are now over 50,000 members, active members.
Oh, it's 50,000, is it? Awesome.
Yeah.
Winnie,
and I
Winnie's
think
a woman with statistics. We're going to call you Statistics Skibbs, yeah?
Yes, you can.
Awesome,
yeah.
thank you. You've got the role. You've got the role now for all our statistics, okay?
And I think that, from what I understand, that has doubled in the last 2 weeks.
No way.
And we know what's happened in the last 3 weeks. So obviously the TFA people have gone, what? I can get some money.
Well, there you go, guys. There you go.
That's it.
I mean, I've had members going, how do I get my assets out of Hyperverse? Now, being a moderator and admin for these last 2 years on all these servers that I'm involved with, I pretty much know what the answer's going to, or the question's going to be. Which button do I press to send it to my bank?
Yes. When are they going to bring back withdrawals?
Yeah. And like I say, guys, I know your frustration. I really do. I do. Why do I? Because I've been here all that time. I've been here all that time trying to help you guys with this problem, yeah? And believe me, it has been a nightmare. It really has. There is no single button to press, but we've got a damn good team to help you get what you're looking for, okay? And this is the word that I would like all you members. You've heard Sam on tonight. I mean, his testimony to Dalversal. I want to frame it and put it on the wall, you know? These are the things that will strengthen the future of Dalversal. Real life members coming on this show and telling the world what this means to them. Now, I'm going to go back. It's a shame. It's a shame Sam had to go to work, because he is testimony to what I'm going to say. And Winnie sat there. She will, vouch for me as well. Sam was with us for quite some time when we attempted an experiment with the Hypercosmos. The Hypercosmos experiment program, or whatever you call it. And Samuel was extremely stressed out about the fact that it wasn't official and it wasn't doing what it wanted to do. And to see Samuel come out now, after what we experienced together, me, Samuel, and Winnie, we worked together. We was helping him together. Is that right, Winnie?
Mm-hmm.
And he's not the only member. There was many, many others as well.
Yeah.
To see that man come on video this evening and say what he said warms my soul. It really does. Okay? Because that is faith. That is trust. That is faith. That is shaping the future of trust. Okay? Dalversal, in my mind, is the answer to all our worries of the last 2 years. And I'm grateful that Samuel's come on board and spoke to the world. Okay. And like I said, that word goes out to all you guys. I don't mind. It doesn't matter whether you're a plot owner, a planet owner, or just somebody sitting on the fence. Come and join us. Okay, Winnie, did you have anything else to bring up after speaking about that? It's a good point, though.
Yeah, I think that's all the numbers I've got for you.
So am I right in your statistics now? We're about 100,000 members. Is that right?
Well, it was a few days ago. I thought it was 50,000. That it was it was 25,000, and now it's 50,000. Yeah, I see what you mean. So
okay,
but it might. But that was a few days ago, so it might be 100,000 by now. You know.
Well, I'm convinced. I'm convinced there's many, many more members out there that are looking for this solution. Okay. Yeah. And like I say, if we can do more shows like this, then we're clearly in the right place. Everybody is. So just a few last words before we sign out tonight. It's 9:45 and I'm ready for a brew.
Yeah, me too. Thanks everyone for being here and for your questions, and come back, join us up here, and have a fantastic week. And
Absolutely. Thanks, Winnie. And Deep Sing, it would be really nice to get our HOS. Absolutely, it would, yeah. And like I say, I might drop it into the questions with the node manager again, saying, is there any way of getting them? Do you know what I mean? We'll try. Great show again, Adam. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not us that make the show. It's you guys. So get yourselves up here. Join us on air live next Friday for episode 8 next week. Okay. All right, guys, we'll pull it to an end. It's been an absolute hoot. I've loved it. You take care. Enjoy your weekend. I hope the email problem gets rectified tomorrow. We're literally 10 hours, I believe, from that getting sorted out. Hit me up in Telegram or Discord if you have any problems. Okay, guys, you take care. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.